Let's suppose that you wanted to draw a different color for every note, so that as you go up the scale, you would get a series of different colors. One way to do this would be just check and see if the note was equal to, say, C, and then if it is, choose the pen color that you want. And so maybe red for this, and then duplicate that, and then say if the note equals D, then a different color, possibly blue. And that would work, but there's a lot of overhead in setting up all these series of if statements, and it's not particularly efficient in terms of computer processing time. So there are a couple of other ways that this might be done as well. One way would be to use lists. And so, for example, I could set up a list and say that C is associated with the color blue, and this color block that I'm using is in the Colors and Crayons library, so that library would have to be loaded to access this block. And then duplicate this and then say D is associated with a different color, and put those in a list together in this way. Once I've done that, I can drop this in an item list, and then I can ask what color is associated with C, and it will tell me blue. Or what color is associated with D, and it will tell me light green. So then there's a set pen color command that's also in the Colors and Crayons library, and that will allow me to drop the color in and set the pen color to whatever color I choose. So if I just substitute this list, then I can ask what's associated with C, or in this case D, and then it will set the pen color to whatever color is associated with D. Now that gives me a way to quickly access my colors. I could put a table together that looks like this, and then once I've done that, now I've got all the colors, and I can just put question in and say what's associated with G, and it will tell me this medium blue color is associated with the note G. That takes me almost to a little code block that would let me just enter a note and then get back the color associated with the note. So if I say what color is associated with A, I get this, or D, I get this sort of light orange, and so on. And this is a more compact and efficient way of associating a color with a note, and would let me quickly then take the output of whatever the note might be. Current note is a block that tells me whatever the current note is playing, either through a music track or through an external MIDI keyboard. And so if I drop current note in, then that will give me, well, currently I don't have, I would have to do one more thing. I would have, since I have the octave associated with this, I would have to use a last of block, which is all but last. And so if I take, the current note is B3, so if I take all but the last letter of that note, I get B. Or, so now it will tell me the color associated with that note. If I play a different note on the keyboard, that note will change, and I'll get a different color that's associated with that note.